From the grand stage of Swedish Idol to the classroom of a Swedish high school is a young musician who's carving his own unique path in the music world. With Indian roots and a passion to blend diverse influences, he is just not learning music but living it. Welcome back to Namaste and Fika with Annika. Joining me today is
Aarush Singh.
Great. It's lovely to have you, Aarush. Thank you so much for taking the time and coming in today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me here.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
Great. So, Swedish Idol. Tell me something about your experience, some backstage, nuances as well.
Yeah, Swedish Idol, it sounds very big, and in fact, it is very big. And I feel like the experience for me is very new because I got to learn a lot of new things,
Right.
which you learn not very often in a normal TV program. Since this is a commercial show, I learned a lot of things, which, for example, like judges, a normal person would think that, of course, you have to be good. You have to be a good singer. That's definitely you have to be. But what the judges are looking at the whole package which you can give them.
Right.
The expressions you give on stage, what type of feeling you give
The
to the
emotions.
audience. Exactly.
Right.
And so this is what the judges look at, not mainly, but they want a person who is an all-rounder. And I think that this whole journey from start to end, I think it was very new for me because now I'm starting to perform live now. And this is not something which I've done
Earlier, before Swedish Idol.
Exactly.
So that gave you that exposure.
Yeah. And I've also been performing in bands in my school. And so I think from there to Idol, it's a huge jump because now when you're an Idol, there's a press. You're very stressed, and it's just like you have to perform your best in a short amount of time.
Right.
And then a lot of good things can happen, but at the same time, a lot of bad things can happen.
Correct. And it's also stressful. You being so young, you're just a teenager. You participated in Swedish Idol, and the kind of stress that you've overcome, that makes you also, I think, a more stronger person, right? Today.
Yeah, I feel like that when I look back at it, then I feel very proud of myself that, I took the courage to actually go there.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that even though if I'm performing somewhere else, then I think generally anyone will be nervous because this is like a human nature.
And you have judges sitting right in front of you, the entire auditioning crew as well.
Yeah. So that also gives a whole another aspect of stress.
Right. But you did it and you performed pretty well. You passed quite a few. You passed the audition level, went for a few more levels as well. So that's a great achievement, and all of us are very proud of you as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
This is just the beginning. I'm just starting to evolve and develop my skills.
Absolutely.
So I can, reach my dream, my goals.
You're also studying music along with science or naturvetenskap as we call it here.
Exactly.
How are you balancing, how does it work? Because like for us in India, it's just one, you either study science or you study economics or business. Yeah. But here you're doing like equal, both of them are your major. So how does it work in school?
See, the thing is that I think generally this science music stream that I've chosen, it's very rare in Sweden.
Okay.
And so I've luckily got it by my talent and my grades.
Okay.
So, but I think that this art of balancing both studies and music, I think this is like the most toughest thing.
Right, I understand.
Because, for example, when I have exams, I have to focus on my exams.
Right.
And sometimes, the music part sneaks in, maybe like a song melody I have to record in my phone before I forget. So when I'm studying, I try to study.
Right.
And I try to keep a little bit of the music away so I can focus.
Right.
But when I'm doing music, then I just do
100% music.
Yeah. But again, when I have free time from school, then I definitely do music.
And what instruments do you play?
I am mainly a singer, but I can play guitar, piano, drums, and I'm also learning an Indian classical instrument called the tabla.
Oh, wow.
And along with this, I also produce my own music.
Amazing.
I'm developing myself to become a songwriter.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So how has your Indian roots and Swedish upbringing, how has that, influenced your music?
Well, since I was a kid, I have been growing up listening to Indian music and listening to my mother and father sing. So that was basically the inspiration to become a singer, because I've always been listening to composers and artists like Lakshmikant Pyarelal ji,
Wow.
R.D. Burman ji, and Lata Mangeshkar ji, and
Amazing.
Kishore Da. And so this is like the inspiration for my mother and father. And, it's just, it came on to me.
At your age, even taking those names, legends' names, it's amazing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm amazed by how they compose music and how they sing. So that's one part. I think this is how I got a good sense of music from a small age, even though I'm not a prodigy. But I feel like that these small steps,
Correct.
my mother, father singing every day and listening to the voice, listening to these musical pieces, this
Correct.
as a child, this integrates into your brain.
Correct.
And, the brain functions as a sponge. This is
Correct.
not really quote, but from Charlie Puth, he explains that the brain is like a sponge, and the more information you take in, the more music you listen to, that music somewhere it will, you can use it.
Correct.
For example, when you're composing songs, for example, if you don't listen to jazz, maybe listen to some jazz songs,
Correct.
and somewhere you will maybe get some chord progression ideas.
Wow. Okay,
So
that's
these just small.
very interesting to understand for kids as well, as they're growing up. Amazing. You've done a course as well on production and
I did that, I think, 3-4 years ago, an online music production course by
Okay.
Charlie Puth. And
nice.
so
You're a big fan of Charlie Puth,
I
I'm
am
sure.
a very big fan. He's actually the real reason why I started music production.
Okay.
And I think that this Western influence has really helped me integrate this type of nuances into my music, because it's both Indian and
Correct.
Western style. I think when I put it together, it just happens by myself. When I'm composing something, they just come together by myself. So I think this is becoming my sound.
Yeah, your style as well.
My style, exactly.
Yes, yeah,
So-
amazing. You're also, as you're a songwriter and you're composing some music, and I know that you're composing something and releasing it very soon. So can you tell us something about that?
Yeah. So currently I am working on my own song, which is a mixture of Hindi and English text. So English text I've written myself.
Wow.
And my father has written the Hindi parts.
Wow, okay.
And otherwise the whole melody and production of the song I've done by myself.
For our audience, can you give us a sneak peek of your music release that's going to happen soon?
Absolutely, absolutely. So my upcoming song is basically about how, when you fall in love with someone, but you're dying to tell them, but you're still afraid, the
Right.
first love type.
Have you experienced that? Okay, just joking.
All right. So I can sing like a snippet of it. This is
Yeah.
exclusive for you guys. And I'm dying to tell you the thing that's about you, 'cause I can't live without you, no. And I'm dying to tell you the thing that's about you, 'cause I can't live without you, no. कौन मैं तेरे ये बातें बता दूं, आंखों से तेरी नींद चुरा लूं, बन के हवा में जुल्फे उड़ा दूं, होके दीवाना दिल कह रहा.
Just awesome. Wow.
Thank you so much.
And when are you releasing this song? I'm looking forward to listen to the whole song.
Thank you. I'm thinking of releasing this song in late February or early March.
Okay.
So
and where can we listen to it?
You can listen to it on Spotify, YouTube, and all other streaming platforms.
And we hope you release it soon so that we can listen to it.
It's coming out soon, guys.
Yes. And if someone wants to follow you, your Instagram handles or YouTube.
My Instagram handle is Rag Aarush.
So please follow Rag Aarush at Instagram.
Yeah, and my YouTube channel is just Aarush Singh.
Okay, Aarush Singh on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, follow him.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Aarush. We look forward to hearing more of your songs and wish you all the best for your journey ahead.
Thanks.
Great.